system is nothing without great games, and greatness truly awaited us with these fantastic titles.
There is no escape.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we will be counting down our picks for the top 10 PlayStation 3 exclusives.
It's the time to show the universe how amazingly awesome I am!
For this list, we've picked the games that were only released for the PlayStation 3 and remained exclusive for that system. So obviously, you won't find any Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty games here.
So what's the plan?
We're excluding remastered collections for games that originally appeared on the PS2, though games that later appeared on the Vita and PS4 are just fine. And we judged the games based on critical acclaim as well as popularity.
Because you can literally create just about anything you blooming well want to now.
As usual, we're restricting our choices to one game per franchise. Number 10, Ratchet & Clank Future: Tools of Destruction. The first PlayStation 3 installment of the Ratchet & Clank series, this game follows the humorous adventures of the alien mechanic Ratchet and his tiny robot sidekick Clank.
What are stones? Do I have them?
It was notable for being one of the first games to support DualShock 3 Rumble straight from the disc. This shooter platformer with personality was met with critical acclaim upon release, and at the time was considered one of the first must-have games for the system.
Good luck, Dead Meat. May you die a glorious hero's death.
Number 9, Infamous 2.
Karma's a bitch. I get it.
An improvement over the first game in every way, Infamous 2 takes place in a world where a device called the Ray Sphere grants people superhuman abilities. The game continues the story of Cole McGrath, one such conduit with fantastic electricity-based powers. This open-world superhero game features RPG elements and a morality system that ties into the story of the game. As Cole gains experience and grows stronger, he comes that much closer to taking on something or someone known as the Beast. Number 8, Killzone 2.
I'm sure we all wish our brave men and women good luck and Godspeed.
Nazis in space? Why the hell gasped not? After repelling a massive invasion, the colonists of an interplanetary strategic alliance colony take the fight to the homeworld of the Helghast,
drenching our ancestors' grave with their blood.
The ISA expect an easy victory, but find that the people of Helgen can use their fairy planet as a weapon. A technical marvel, this first-person shooter is known for its amazing graphics, ruthlessly intelligent AI, and fantastic soundtrack, which all merge together to create the immersive atmosphere of a chaotic war zone. Number 7, Demon's Souls. Some of you might be thinking, isn't this Dark Souls? Well, technically yes, Dark Souls is the spiritual successor to this game, though this one is also the spiritual successor to the underrated series King's Field. Much like the Dark Souls games to follow, this title is known for its brutally difficult combat and punishing game mechanics. You will die a lot and you will come back for more, because regardless of how hard it is, success is all the more satisfying. Number 6, Journey. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. The only PSN game on our list, Journey follows a robed figure as they travel through the desert to reach a mountaintop. Along the way, they can encounter other players as they make the pilgrimage and traverse the ruins of a fallen ancient civilization. This gorgeous-looking art game is unique in that the world reacts to the players, especially if there's more than one, making the journey a different one every time. Number 5, God of War 3.
My death will not lead you to Zeus. That is where you are wrong.
This is the very definition of epic, and the final chronological chapter in the story of Kratos, a man who chose to defy the gods for tricking him into killing his family. This brutal hack-and-slash game has our psychotic hero attempt to kill every member of the Greek pantheon, and he does it as brutally as he can. Known for its massive boss fights and incredibly over-the-top violence, Kratos' bloody quest for revenge is not for the faint of heart. Number 4, Little Big Planet. Play, create, share. That's the tagline for this puzzle platformer, where gamers control the adorable Sackboy. The The game puts an emphasis on user-generated content, allowing players to acquire collectibles during play, design their own levels during create, and finally, share those levels online with the game's community. Quickly becoming one of the system's marquee titles upon its release, Little Big Planet lets your imagination run wild. Number 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots.
Everything all right, Snake?
The final chapter in the story of Solid Snake, this beautiful game was an homage to the series as a whole, even returning to previous locations as Solid Snake races against time to stop Liquid Snake before he takes over the world.
Liquid's made his move.
From the stealth action gameplay to the fearsome boss battles, it contains everything and anything you'd want in a Metal Gear Solid game.
Macro-level information about field conditions and order of battle.
It's also notable for having absurdly long cutscenes, with the ending alone lasting 71 minutes.
That new world is yours to live in.
Number 2, Uncharted 2, Among Thieves.
Here goes nothing.
Honestly, you could have put any of the 3 Uncharted games on this list for being that good, though Among Thieves was ultimately the title that stood tall.
All right, I'm listening.
Players were once again put into the shoes of treasure hunter Nathan Drake, with his adventures taking him to Nepal in a cinematic experience so ridiculously immersive it would have been right at home on the silver screen. Get shot at by helicopters, discover hidden temples, and hang on for dear life again and again. This game is non-stop, edge-of-your-seat action.
I don't fumble, I improvise.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, The Last of Us.
Somebody, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need...
You probably knew this was coming. After all, this is cinematic gameplay at its finest. This beautiful title puts you in the shoes of Joel, a man hardened by a post-apocalyptic United States who is charged with protecting Ellie, a girl who just might be the last hope for humanity.
Don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
Released late in the system's lifetime, this game still has it all. Deep gameplay and an even deeper story.
Maria told me about Sarah.
Ellie!
And
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
Naughty Dog and Sony truly did save the best for The Last of Us.
Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on.
Do you agree with our list? What game made you go out and achieve greatness?
Don't you want to see that place burn, baby?
For more entertaining top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I'm good.
Adios, little brother.